Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and 2025 is now upon us. I just wanted to do a quick update video for any of you guys that have been watching for a while. We are at just over 470 subscribers, which is no small feat. This channel has been kind of ticking along for quite a while, and I've been a little bit inconsistent with my uploads, and one of the goals that I've got for this year is to try and upload a little bit more and to try and give out some content. I always think of good content, I write down scripts, and then I don't always get around to uploading those. So it's very much to just do with my situation and my setup. So for any of you that don't know, a little bit of insight into me. I've got 2 children, I work full time, and I don't have a dedicated office space at the moment, so I'm always trying to find ways to set up and make it really seamless so I can record content. So my goal is for at least probably the next 6 months to probably do faceless content, just because it's easier not to have like a recorded setup. But eventually, when things start to pick up and I sort of figure out some new space, which I'm looking into new office space, I'll hopefully be able to do some face recording as well as the gameplay footage. But I don't want to overcomplicate things. I want to try and take goals in a way that kind of works and that are achievable. So just to give you guys some insight for January, I am working on getting brawlers to 1,000 trophies. So if any of you don't know, Brawl Stars is kind of the biggest focus for me. It's just something that I just play all the time. I do play Xbox quite a bit on the side. I don't play PC as much anymore, and I just love playing Brawl Stars constantly. So there's 2 videos that I definitely want to get out within the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to try and do it in the first week of January, which is one, I've nearly got Janet to 1,000 trophies, so I got her to 950, and to be honest, that's been pretty easy. And the next video that I'm going to bring out is just to talk about some of the changes that I think that could happen to Brawl Stars. For any of you guys that play Brawl Stars I would say that if you're watching this channel or you've come across my content and you've subscribed, then you probably are more into Brawl Stars than probably your really casual player. Then it's likely that you may find it difficult to access information. So one thing that I find on Brawl Stars that's quite difficult is having information readily available when you're in ranked matches. Ranked kind of seems to be the biggest push at the moment. I've actually not managed to get into Masters League yet or Legendary League, so I'm very much kind of hard stuck at the moment in Mythic. And to be fair, from what I see in the comments, Mythic seems to be a really good goal for people to get to, and I wouldn't say that it's too difficult to get there. We've definitely had some trouble, I think, this ranked season. I played with LEMMiNO, so that's my mate Ben. We played quite a lot and we really did struggle without having a third. So for any of you guys that don't have a full team of 3, definitely reach out, especially if you're in the UK. We typically play in the evenings if we can get on, and we talk in Discord. So we're very much looking for a 3rd player to join our ranked roster. I do have the Discord channel, but to be honest, if any of you that have joined it, I must admit I've been a little bit lackluster in that front. It very much just kind of is a space to say that I've got one. It started off with good intentions, but it probably will build into something more special towards the end of the year. It's not something that I'm really going to massively focus on. But if there is any of you that are interested in running a Discord channel or being a little bit more invested in it on a kind of freelance passion kind of work, then reach out to me and let me know, because I'll definitely be looking for someone to kind of revitalize that. I've got good friends that are in there, but they have their own lives, and not all of them are as invested in Brawl Stars as I am. I'd probably say I've got 2 friends that really, really like Brawl Stars, in real life friends. Obviously, we all go outside and we have to touch grass. Being dads, we're all dads as well, in the common theme. But yes, it's very much the Discord is something that I am very much aware of, but I just don't have the time or the energy to put into it when I'm trying to focus on content creation. So that's just a little bit of honesty, and really just to get your guys' feedback on some stuff that you want to see. So I know some people wanted me to talk about ranked and how I climb that. So 10 different things I want to see in ranked, I'll definitely be posting. There is a lot of content that's out on YouTube. I do watch quite a bit of it. It's really, really good. And some of the information it provided is fantastic. I don't think the way that you can absorb the information is very great. And I don't think that's necessarily a content creator issue. It's more of just a case of there's not that many tools really available specifically for Brawl Stars that you can use simultaneously when you're in a ranked match. So just to kind of put more context around that, if you're in a ranked game and you want to know who's the best brawler or what brawler you should be using, or you had a brawler in mind, you've just looked at a video, you've gone, right, I definitely know I want to go this brawler for knockout on this map, it's the perfect brawler. but maybe they got banned, or the players that have been picked on the opposite team, you know, are counters to that brawler, but you've been told that that brawler's good for that match. There's just so many variables into Brawl Stars. One thing that I've been teaching one of my friends that's kind of just started playing it is that Brawl Stars on the surface can actually look like quite a simple game, and it's just something that you can pick up and play. For any people like yourselves and myself who get really, really passionate about Brawl Stars, you'll know that the depth of the game actually goes way beyond anything that you can really imagine, to be honest. There's just so much depth to the actual game and so much nuance and stuff that you have to understand, and that's before you even take into brawlers being leveled up, having the right gadgets, having the right star powers, having the right gears, having flexibility in your gears for different matches and modes and stuff like that. So there's a lot that goes into it, and obviously being a mobile game, you know, there's a lot of restrictions there if you don't want to basically get your wallet out. So, you know, getting the brawl pass is kind of mandatory if you want to get anywhere. I've slowly started to catch up. I've got about 50 of the brawlers out of, I think it's about 87 now, that are fully maxed out, and it does take a really long time to chew through the brawlers. So it doesn't help that they're bringing out new brawlers all the time. It makes it very, very difficult to kind of keep above the curb. It's something obviously I'm really, really conscious of. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that we could do there, and some of my friends and I have really brainstormed some really cool ideas, even to the point where there's some tools that we think that we could potentially do in the future. But I have to take baby steps. I have to take things one step at a time. And the most important thing for me at the moment is just getting content out onto this channel, getting my awareness out there, and just kind of improving my craft, right? So I've done lots of different things that I've done in my content creation, and if you've made it this far in the video, then I really appreciate it. I've done lots of different types of videos, right? So I've done videos where I've done a script, so I've kind of read off the script almost word for word with a little bit of changes. I've done freeform content, which I've just kind of spoke on the fly, really gave my thoughts on what I think. I've also done a lot of content where I just kind of tried to do a bit of like a comedy pitch. So I'm trying to kind of refine my craft at the same time. But if you have like any specific feedback that you want to give us that you think I could do, one thing that I'm really, really conscious of is that I sometimes can come across more animated in some videos than others. I'll give you a bit of background to that. The reason why that is because I'm always a little bit conscious over who can actually hear me. It's very, very weird. I was having a laugh with one of my friends about it the other day, and he said that you're posting your content out for other people to listen to, yet you seem like you're really, really shy of what other people hear, right? And I'm in my 30s. As much as I hate to admit, I literally just turned 34. And I still don't like other people hearing me record. It's a really weird thing. It's kind of one of those things that I kind of like want to do like isolated, like on my own. And it just so turns out that even though I'm posting it out to everyone to listen to, like, I'm obviously very proud of the craft that I try to do. And I'm aware that sometimes I kind of rush things as well at the end. So for any of you guys that are quite sort of attuned to the videos, you'll know that usually some of my older videos start off really, really well edited and they've got a lot of input. And then towards the end, they kind of go a little bit normal. So I'm aware, you could almost call it cheating if you like. It's more of a case of 2024 was about me trying different things, honing my craft. 2025 is very much about me trying to find the time, making the effort, and then obviously producing the content I really like and sort of brainstorming it. So I do listen to a lot. If any of you guys have looked at any of my previous videos, you know that I actually reply to a large majority of the comments, and that's kind of nice because I have a small fan base and my videos don't blow up significantly at this point, so I really can see all the comments. I do take the time to read them. So if you do have something that you want me to juice, or you think that would be good to get my opinion on it or insight, or something that you're really struggling with in the game, let me know and I'll do a video on it. I don't want to just pump out content for the sake of pumping out content, but I do want to try new things, and I'm aware that you know, some videos are going to be better than others. One thing that I'm going to be adding to my kit as part of my arsenal is I'm getting a new microphone. So at the moment I talk on an Elgato Wave 1. It isn't too bad. Having it on a tripod and having to set it up all the time can be a bit of a pain. So I am going to a DJI mic mini, so I can clip that onto my shirt and I can kind of record anyway. Like I said, I don't really have a specific setup for recording, so I'm very much trying to kind of, maybe I might set up in the kitchen one day, maybe I'll be in the living room, maybe I'll be in the bedroom. I'm all over the place trying to figure out where to record, and then obviously I have to work around the kids in terms of whether they're up and stuff like that, which is quite crazy. So yeah, a little bit of a brain dump, if you like, in this video. Not massive editing. I will obviously edit it out, some splutters. I think I've got that Christmas cold, to be honest. But it was just very much just kind of talk to you all guys on a personal level, just give you a little bit of insight and just just reassure you that I am passionate, and if you have stuck around for a long time, then I really appreciate it. If you've only just started, then I do appreciate that too. The numbers and the subscribers do speak for themselves. It's not like I don't hear anything, and I do really appreciate it. So any likes, comments, views and stuff that you do for us is always really appreciated. I've actually got some friends that are just not interested in Brawl Stars at all. They always tell me that they still load up their videos, and even if they listen to the first 30 seconds, they just put it on mute and run it in the background, which, you know, for the algorithm and all that sort of stuff, that's always appreciated. It's nice to have people like that. Those things matter. For anyone that's kind of remotely interested in content creation or aware of it will know that, you know, watch time, that type of stuff is really important. It helps little channels. I will know that because I had a bit of a hiatus away from the channel for a little while and I've just come back, I will definitely say that I think from the statistics that the algorithm definitely doesn't pump my videos out straight away. So if you are eager to see when my content comes out, you might just want to check my video regularly. But what I'll do is I'll start posting more community posts, give people a bit of an idea of when videos are coming out. So I'll probably be a little bit more heavy in the community chat space. And then eventually I want to try and breed some of that brainstorming into Discord. So what I tried to do is when I first started the Discord, I started to tell people in advance what I was actually going to talk about and things that I were going to include before they actually come out. Eventually, I'll probably look to, if, you know, I get things up and running the way that I want them to, that will probably turn into like a small Patreon where I'll upload videos like a day or 2 days early on Discord before it goes up on YouTube, stuff like that, you know. Things that I think people will find value in seeing early, giving a bit of access. But that's way down the line. I'm just thinking of that as just added things. As I say, baby steps at the moment. But look, I've probably rambled on in this video for way too long. If any of you even made it this far, then, you know, testament to you. I owe you a beer. Or if you don't drink alcohol, then a non-alcoholic beverage, and I will owe you at some point in the future. That's usually how it works in my neck of the woods. But look, that was it really. Just a brainstorm from me, just a nice little update, just a nice free-form video just to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, as always, comment below, let your voice be heard if you have something on your mind. Always happy to hear it and see it. And I will see you in my videos coming up. And again, Happy New Year. I hope everything works out for you in 2025. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks a lot, guys. Speak to you later. Peace.